I had lived in several larger cities, including New York City and Charlotte. I've been used to spending big city pricing on rent. I grew up on the property next to this, so when I met my husband here, we were looking for a more affordable way to start our lives out together as newlyweds. My family turned part of the property into a wedding venue, so when it was my time to get married, it was a natural fit for us to have our wedding here. And we were looking for a more peaceful and relaxed lifestyle, so putting the tiny cottage here just made sense. So now my husband and I live on property, and this is a great situation for us because we are not in tremendous amount of debt. It's super convenient for work for me. I get to host weddings all 12 months of the year with my siblings as our full-time team. It is a very peaceful lifestyle, and I am close to my family as well. In addition to using this space for ourselves, we also host guests. Typically, our groomsmen will get ready here on wedding day. We host only 1 to 2 times a week, and we don't share our bedroom space, just the getting ready suite areas and restroom areas, as well as kitchen. So it is a great way to help offset costs of the tiny house as well, and just help us stay debt-free. So the design inspiration behind the tiny cottage is Scandinavian minimalism. We have a beautiful property with lots of nature surrounding us, so we wanted to really feel like we brought that nature in. We have transom windows here, as well as panoramic door, so that doubles as a large window, as well as the entry. We have white pine throughout the walls and the ceiling inside, and then outside we have cedar exterior. And so important in every single inch of the space to have intentional design. So that's something that we definitely thought about throughout. When you're designing a tiny house, you do have to make some sacrifices, but comfort was one that we did not want to sacrifice on. So we've got a 7.5-foot couch in here that allows us to fully stretch out. Me and my husband can both be laying on the couch, which we love. So we're so glad that we do have that ability to keep some of those comforts, especially when that comes to the end of the day, relaxing. When we're not entertaining, my husband and I love to cuddle up on the couch, watch a movie, and just relax at the end of the day. This space is not used for overnight stay, it's only used for getting ready, typically in the morning, so that helps us have our space back after. I know that it sounds like it might be a little bit invasive being able to host in a space that you also live, but for us that helps us keep on top of cleaning and organizing the space, so I actually really enjoy that because it does keep me accountable. So the layout of the kitchen's more of an L shape. We wanted the room to really feel open. The house is only 8.5 feet wide, so you have to really think about layout of the space. Don't want it to feel too crowded. Here we have our convection oven, which I love because I can microwave or use it as an oven. So all of that in one space. And then when I need a cooktop, I have a portable cooktop. So I'll usually set this here or on the side of the kitchen. And then I do have open shelving. I can switch out the decor. I can have our plates and glassware there, and it keeps it just nice and open and beautiful there. Over here we have our coffee bar, tea bar. I love making coffee in the morning. And then we also have a deep sink here. I don't have a dishwasher, so being able to hand wash dishes, that was important to me. Our fridge is one of the things I get the biggest compliment on. It is vintage inspired, and we have a freezer down below and then a fridge up top. So it's able to have all the groceries we need for 2 people. Over here we have the countertop that doubles as desk space, and we also are able to eat dinner. We can fold laundry here. One of my favorite things to do is look out at the view because we have a beautiful view of the venue from here and all of the meadow property just in front of the tiny house. Being that we don't cook too often, we have plenty of room for all the appliances we need, and the functionality was really the most important part to us, as well as the storage. So given that, we have everything that we need for our lifestyle. Like many people, I love the tiny house living shows and was just enamored with the tiny house lifestyle. I would say for me that probably started when I was a child. I had a playhouse that I just begged my parents to live in, and as a child that's not very practical. I think that just always inspired me to feel safe in intimate spaces, and really just like with my business, I love curating intimate spaces that are more meaningful for gatherings and really truly connecting with people in this lifestyle in this world that's very digital. It's nice to be able to kind of turn that off and just get back to the simpler way of life. Designing with Perch and Nest as our builder, we started with a blank slate. I knew I didn't want to have a lofted bedroom, for example, so having a single story layout is the ideal for us. I also wanted to incorporate Scandinavian minimalism style because our venue is inspired by European design. This is a little bit more modern and tying into that simple lifestyle and nature. So that just felt like a natural fit for the inspiration behind the design. I knew that I wanted the largest lengthwise that I could do, so that's 36 foot long. And from there, I looked at some of the inspiration they had, as well as all the tiny house inspiration I could find online, Pinterest, really all over, and even other just standard architecture and interiors that I wanted to incorporate. So this is completely custom. I do have some upgrades like cedar exterior and all pine interior, so that can definitely drive the price up a little bit, but I knew that a great quality materials was something that was really important to us. The tiny cottage is 8.5 by 36 foot long, and then we also have the wraparound patio, which is another 40 foot by 8 foot. So altogether we have over 600 square foot of living space. All in with our upgrades, our house is about $150,000 plus the deck, which was about $10,000. So about $160,000 for the full build. As far as financing goes, we got a little creative because we do have the business aspect. That I know that doesn't work for everyone, but we were able to incorporate that business side of things with the financing of the house. As a couple, being able to have a separate workspace. My husband is a photographer, so he has an area where he can go to and have studio space. So our tiny house is truly for getting ready or for entertaining and for enjoying ourselves. So that has been a great way that we've learned to sort of adapt in the shared space. Something that is integrated in just my way of life has been having those meaningful experiences and creating spaces for myself, for others, to really enjoy and just not be distracted by all the noise of the world. So whether it's my relationship, whether it's other people's relationships and hosting them and in their marriage, and being able to truly focus on the peace and serenity of everything that's surrounding them rather than all the stuff and noise and things of everyday modern life that we all face, has been something really important to us in the way we've designed the space. Having a tiny house has allowed us to have a lot more financial freedom to focus on spending more time with family, friends, travel, and just having a simpler lifestyle as far as cleanup for our guests, for ourselves, and to be able to come to a space that just feels cozy. I love being able to come back to the tiny house, relax, not feel overwhelmed by stuff and things to clean and do, and really unwind in a space that does not feel too much. In here I have a cabinet above our washer dryer combo. I can throw all my laundry in there and then within a few hours it's clean and dry. And then we have our sink, which is where I would get ready in the morning, and additional storage under here. I would say that it has more storage in the bathroom than I have at previous apartments and even my last 900 square foot house rental. So I am able to keep everything I need in here, as well as some towels in here for guests. So here we have our shower. We have doors that slide open and close. I also have a detachable shower head, so if I need to rinse my dog off, I can do that. So I did incorporate that into my design process, but we really wanted the shower to feel like a spa, so I went with the green tiles. Green's my favorite color. We have everything we need in a bite size. One of my favorite features is having that washer dryer combo in the bathroom instead of in a separate space like a kitchen, which typically would be common in houses. So being able to have our laundry basket and washer dryer in here is the way to go. Here we have our pocket door, which leads to the restroom, so we don't have any outwardly swinging doors inside to save on space. And this would lead to our front porch, and behind me leads to the bedroom. So we decided to go with a slightly smaller bedroom so we can really utilize the maximum square footage of our living room and kitchen, and really just enjoying outside as much as we possibly can. So in here we have our queen size bed. I have full storage underneath as well, and then the closet behind me. We do have a TV in this room, so we have 2 TVs in the tiny, and these pillowcases were a special part of our design because I did shop some local makers for that. Under our bed, we have that full-size storage that is where our water heater is, and some less frequently used items like luggage and some extra shoes. The closet over here, we have our hanging items and then our more folded items below. So that has been enough for 2 people. We keep only seasonal clothes in here, so we can really maximize our storage for the time and the season. Our bedroom is small and cozy, but it is perfect for us because we like to spend more time outside and other parts of the house. Our deck is actually a little bit larger than the inside of the house. It's 40 foot long. So we utilize the space to sit outside, eat dinner. We can also watch the sunset from here, and we can even bring a glass of wine outside and enjoy on the patio. We purposely positioned the tiny house so that we would have the best view of not only the venue, but the sunset, which can't be missed here. It is a beautiful, wide open sunset with the meadows being your backdrop. So that is my favorite time of day, is to be out here watching that sunset, whether it's on the porch or in our Adirondack chairs in the yard. We are in the tiny house front yard. Behind me, we have picnic tables, which I love hosting dinners at that setting, and we also just have great open views. I love sitting in our Adirondack chairs, and we even have some cornhole boards for our guests to play. This is an extension of the meadow, so we keep this grass nice and short so it's easy to walk around, and then we have beautiful wildflowers in our meadow, and it is a hay field, so we keep that natural, so we have lots of natural pollinators out there. For the wedding venue, we were inspired by our Scottish and English heritage. My dad shared his dream with me about building a family sanctuary. At the time, I was a bridal consultant. This was over a decade ago, and I just fell in love with that idea of having something so special and meaningful on our property, but then being able to open it up to wedding guests and the part of your life that's such a special moment and unforgettable day. Being part of that was always really amazing as a bridal consultant, to be able to bring that into our own backyard. That has been something that's been so rewarding, and being able to work with my family on this property and live on the property has been something that I wouldn't change for the world. Thank you for following along on the design of my tiny cottage. And if you would like to follow along with our wedding venue, that is thelittlechapelinc.com, and on Instagram @thelittleChapel.